welcome, welcome. I'm your host, Anthony Cordova Tony C., the man about love, the soul reader. And I'm here again to do psychic readings for you. Now, I am a psychic, natural born empath. I'm an empath more than anything else, okay? And this episode tonight is, are you an empath? After we discuss that for a brief moment, we are going to get into some readings. So I will do free psychic readings for anyone that would like one in the audience. And that's what I love to do. That's what I love to do. So I'm looking forward to that. Let me see. Some more about me. I say that I'm a psychic, natural born empath. So you know what a psychic is and what psychics do. But the way I do my readings is through my empathic skills. So I really touch in to who you are. And then that's how I connect to someone you want to contact on the other side. So it goes from me to you to the person on the other side. So that's what we'll be doing tonight. And I don't only do medium readings. Uh, I do much better. Well, not much better. I do a good job of connecting to you and handling any concerns you may have in your life. Actually, that's what I think I do best. So let's get on with it. Let's do that. But before I do that, Jill, can you tell me, do we have anyone in the audience this evening?
You have quite a few people in the audience.
I do. Well, I want to say hello.
All right. Here we go. We've got Mary.
Hi, Mary.
We've got Yvonne.
Yvonne. I think Yvonne has been here before.
You've got Vicky.
Hi, Vicky. Is this Vicky creator? No? Okay.
We've got another Jill.
Another Jill.
Well,
Hi.
it's Jill, but I'm telling you, it's not
Jill,
me
but
that
it's
I'm
not
saying.
you.
It's not
Hi,
me.
Jill.
We've got Michelle.
Michelle, hi.
We've got Zena.
Zena, I love that name, Zena.
We've got Ainsley.
Ainsley. I think Ainsley has been here
Yes.
before. Yes.
Yes.
Hi, Ainsley. Welcome back.
You've got the real Sarah.
The real Sarah. Oh, that's new to me. The
Wait.
real Sarah.
We've got Zippy.
Zippy. Zip, zip. All right. Cool.
And you've got Lisa.
Lisa. Hi, Lisa. Welcome. 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 I am so happy that all of you are here. I know this is Tyler's night, and we both have a show going on at the same time. So, and I just love Tyler. But thanks for coming to my show, and hopefully, if you want a reading tonight, you can get one. Also, if you all don't know how to request a reading, the easiest way to do that is just hit that ask button, type in what you want, and press send. That will be the easiest way. And the ask button might also say comment button. I'm not sure because I can't see that screen because I'm in the show. But that is about it. So let's get to the topic of the episode this evening, and then we'll get into doing some readings. Okay, so the question is, are you an empath? Now, many of the people that come to this show seem to be empaths. It's amazing. Except most of them are kind of lost within that empath realm. And I try to make things easy and simple. That's why I have the keep it simple here. So this can be a complicated area, but I try to keep it as simple as I can. Then once you get your toes in and start feeling the water, then you can dive deeper into being an empath. So what I'm going to do is go down a quick list, And this may help you identify that you are an empath. And also remember, if you have any questions, you can ask a question. You can do it in a text, or if you want to come to the stage and for just if you're asking a question, you don't have to come to video. I prefer you come to video when I'm doing a reading of you. But if you just have a question to ask about being an empath, feel free to request to ask a question. Okay, let's go with the first thing. Let's start with the first thing. Empaths are highly sensitive. Okay, so what do I mean by that? Well, one thing is we're naturally spiritual. We feel like we have a connection to um let's say a higher power, okay? And with that, it messes with our lives because it's like we naturally know things that the general public doesn't. We actually feel these things and we wonder, why are people acting this way? Why are people walking around every day just acting like they've lost their minds? So those feelings you get are natural things to happen for an empath. However, those feelings mess with us. It makes us feel uneasy and uncomfortable. So that's one thing. And I'm going to make this quick because I could go on for hours and hours and hours on this. The next thing we have is empaths absorb other people's emotions. Now that's probably one of the worst parts of being an empath is that we absorb people's emotions. Um, so, and we talked about this last week. Uh, you can be having a good day. You know, everything is okay. And then you may walk past someone, and all of a sudden you will feel awful, or you might feel anxious, or you might feel angry, and you can't figure it out. And you question whether you're losing your mind or something because one minute you're good, everything is it's a happy day, it's a beautiful day, and then the next minute you're just just I don't want to deal with anybody. So that's what happens. And that happens when we don't really understand that we're an empath, because most of us walking the planet are not empaths. So that messes with us too. It puts us in a bad way. It keeps us off centered. Uh, and again, these are things that can be a long topic, but I just want to touch on this. So if you've been feeling these things, you might be an empath. Okay. Empaths can be introverts. Now, most of us are introverts. Now, people will say, well, if you're an empath, and I've seen them say it, heard them say it, well, empaths are supposed to be, you know, introverts. I know you all don't believe this. No one believes it about me, but I am an introvert. Okay. I would prefer to be by myself. Just to yeah, really. Who's hitting oh never mind. So so being introverted would be my happy spot. But when I was very young, I learned that being an introvert doesn't get me very far in life. My father, which has passed on, was very charismatic, and people tend to be tended to be attracted, to him, just his energy. And my father also had gifts, and I actually don't know whether he was a empath or not. We didn't talk about that, but I do know he saw dead people. Okay, so I learned how not to be so introverted. So that's the difference. And you can ask Jill for verification, but for many, 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 many years, there is no way I did not want to do a show. I didn't want to be in the public eye. I wanted to stay out. Okay. I didn't want to make those connections because it's a lot. It's a lot on us. Okay. Next thing, empaths are highly intuitive. So, empaths will quite often get this feeling when they're going into a situation, going to a certain place, getting ready to get into a new venture. We'll get this feeling in our gut like, oh, this doesn't feel right. I shouldn't do this. I shouldn't do this. And somebody, one of your friends or family members will say, "Oh no, go ahead, do it. It's good for you. It's a good thing. It's a good thing." But you're saying, "I shouldn't do it." Pay attention to that. Pay attention. You may have friends and family members saying, "Oh, you're too cautious. Do this, do that. You're too cautious." No, pay attention to your gut. Pay attention to what you are feeling when you think about doing that situation, going into that situation, or doing something. So we tend to be highly intuitive. So pay attention to that. Um, the other thing is empaths need alone time. Okay. Because we feel so many people's energies, so many. Now, I have learned to protect myself very well, but occasionally something gets through that I don't want to get through. And it really messes me up. Really, really messes me up bad. I had a family member say something about another group of people, and oh, it was so awful. It really messed me up bad because I wasn't expecting it. I didn't think I needed to protect myself that much around a family member. So I felt everything. So after that, I needed to be alone. I didn't want to be around anybody because when we get into a relationship, and a romantic relationship, and the person may be, oh, they may be, oh, I just love being with you. I love being around you. I love taking time with you. I love doing all of these things with you. I just love being around you. I love this. I love that. Ooh, we don't handle that very well. we, we don't. We don't handle that very well. And there's nothing wrong with you. It's just one of those things we don't handle very well. So we have to work on that, to be able to have those types of relationships, because we tend to want them to back off. Just back off a little bit. It's not that I don't like you, it's not that I don't love you, but you have to just back off a little bit. That's okay. Just realize that's how I am. I need that little bit of space. So we don't we don't want to be like smothered. Um we don't do well with that. I mean, we can learn to overcome that, but we don't like doing that. Well, not at all. And I'm almost done with the list here. Um, and I talked about this and hey, every time I get around that person afterwards, I feel awful. Yeah, learn to keep your distance. that's that's the easy answer. The other thing is that empaths have to replenish their energy. And quite often for us, it's being out with nature. Now, I'm not saying you have to be a bird watcher or a tree hugger or anything like that, but just being out on this planet, on Mother Earth, and experience the things that are just so beautiful. And it doesn't cost us anything. I mean, I live in a neighborhood and there's houses everywhere. Okay, like most neighborhoods, subdivisions, there's houses everywhere. But in my neighborhood, there's also an abundance of trees, big trees, old trees. And sometimes I can just look out the window and it relaxes me. So any window in my house, if you look out the window, you're going to see trees. Okay, and you could see trees and you can see the blue sky. And also for us, for empaths, it's also good to sometimes take your shoes off and walk. But it's the way I'm able, if you've been to this show before, it's the way I'm able to read you. Okay. So my senses when I read a person are very heightened. Okay. So I can really feel who they are, where most people are not able to do that, at least maybe not like I do it. Um, but we all have it. We just need to practice it more. The other thing, this is about the last thing, and everyone in this audience, if you are an empath and you didn't know it, this will probably clinch it for you. Okay. Empaths have huge hearts. Okay. Huge. We believe we can save the world. Save the world. The problem for us is we probably can't save the world. And that messes with us because we can't save the world. So sometimes it's even too much. We give too much of ourselves. We give too much to the people that are around us. We give too much to charitable organizations, too much of ourselves. We just do it too much. And we can burn ourselves out. And it also and opens us up to the energy vampires we talked about. Going to address that in a moment. We have someone else?
Yes, we have Anthony.
Hey, Anthony. Is this Anthony, Mark Anthony?
No,
No? Okay. Hi, Anthony.
we have Denise, but not your
Denise.
sister
Okay.
Denise.
Okay. Hi, Denise.
We have Cecilia,
Cecilia. You've been here before. Cecilia's been here
and we
before.
have Geraldine.
Welcome, Geraldine and Cecilia.
And we have 3 people who want readings.
Ooh, it's going to be a busy night. Busy night. Okay, Ron, I do want to address your question. And for the people that weren't in the audience when I started the show, um, Ron made a comment that said, "Congratulations for making the cut." Unfortunately, I did not make that cut. I cannot schedule any more shows. So the shows that are scheduled are shows that I scheduled about 2 months ago or a month and a half ago. So I am still able to do that. So unless something changes, um, and I'm able to schedule shows here again, Jill and I will be moving all our shows to another platform. I will still do free readings every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, uh, because that's part of my service of what I need to do because psychics are expensive. So at least you can still be able to come find me and get a free reading. What you also need to do is but I really would like to do a private reading for you, so you can talk to me about that if that's something you want. Um, yeah, because anyway, that is that. Is there
So
anything else?
to reiterate, in case it wasn't clear, you are on Fireside with this show
Yes.
until October 24th. That's your last show on this platform
On
as
this
of now.
platform, if nothing changes, if I'm able to go ahead and do the shows that I have scheduled, yes, I will be on this platform until the 24th. If something changes with Fireside, I will continue to be on Fireside. But if nothing changes, if things remain as they are now, I will be moving on, and actually, Jill and I both will be moving on. For those you don't know, we have another show, I'm Right, which we have been doing. It started off as a podcast, then a vodcast here on Fireside, and we've been doing that for 5 years. 5 years. So I'm right. We like it. We enjoy doing it. So the Poetic People Fighting Racism, which is my show, my last one was last Saturday. I cannot at this point. I can download my virtual business card, so you can get on on my email list, and I will contact you with all the information on how to come to the Soul Reader. And it everything will be the same. The only thing that will be different is that we will not be on this platform. That's about it.
And Ron
Yeah.
says, thank you, Anthony. We will definitely have to do a private reading. Thank you.
Great. You're welcome, Ron. You're welcome.
So you
Um,
ready to hear who wants a
uh,
reading tonight?
yes, I am ready.
It will be in this order: Yvonne,
Yvonne.
Michelle, and Mary. And Michelle is especially interested in tonight's topic.
Okay. Oh, cool. Cool.
All right.
And
So
who was the second one?
Michelle. So it's
Michelle.
Yvonne
Okay.
first,
Okay.
Michelle second,
Okay.
Mary third.
Gotcha. Gotcha. All right,
You ready for me to pull them up?
let's get started. And remember, I do need you on video for the reading. If for some reason the video portion doesn't work, I will still do the reading. It just might take me a little bit longer. So, um,
All right, Michelle, I sent you an invitation to join us on video. If you'll hit accept, please. And there is Michelle. I'm sorry,
Yvonne, right?
Yvonne.
Yeah.
I called up Michelle, but I meant Yvonne.
Yeah, that is yes. Okay, cool.
So do
You
you want to
called up
do?
Michelle.
I called up Michelle, but I
There's Yvonne. Yes. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, Yvonne. I'm gonna ask you how you doing.
Good.
I'm just at how you doing, and I think I saw a pen in your hand. Are you gonna be taking notes?
Yes.
All righty. So, Yvonne,
Mhm.
and I don't know what you wrote in the comments or anything, but you believe you're an empath. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes. Cool. Um, okay. You believe you're an empath, but let me tap into you a little bit more. Uh So basically, your life, is good. But, that's why I say basically, your life is good. But there's a lot of stuff affecting you and messing with you that sets you on the ocean. You're not in water, but it makes you feel like you're seasick and like, you know, that's the only way I can kind of explain it. You just kind of, this doesn't feel good. Why is this? Um, okay, that's enough to know that I've connected to you. So now I'm going to ask you. So what is your like number one concern right now?
Whether or not the next step I should take in my life. I guess.
Now, you know, with me being an empath, I am not the type of psychic that says, "Oh, you should change careers right now and be a teacher." Okay? But with my feelings, what I feel coming from you, I can tell you whether you're going in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
And and the answer to that question is yes. You are going in the right direction. And now this is up to you whether you want to divulge what that is or not. Um, but you are going in the right direction, and it will help you be accurate. Accurate. We've been doing what kind of society expects us to do.
Mm-hmm.
So, you're supposed to go to school, you're supposed to get an education, you're supposed to get a job after that and raise a family and all of this stuff that we believe that we're supposed to be doing. And some of it is true, you know, but the major things of with who we are and what we're supposed to be doing on this planet, and it's different for everyone. When we're not doing it, it will give us this uneasy feeling. So this is you taking a step um, to the next stage, but the stage you should have been doing all along. Unfortunately, we don't always know. I'm 64 years old and I'm just now doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So sometimes it takes a long time for us to get there because we have to overcome all of the stuff we've been through, all of the naysayers, all of the people that are going to say, why are you doing that? you know, all the people that aren't going to support us, all of the people that think you're having a midlife crisis, like, yeah, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing, but I feel trapped. I feel so the voice that you hear isn't coming from you. Okay. That's coming from the other side, something that is higher than you, that is greater than you. And that voice will never, ever, ever lead us in the wrong direction.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, you are moving in the right direction. And don't pay attention to the people that like, what are you doing this?
Right.
Why are you doing this? Yeah, don't pay attention to them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Thanks.
I hope that helped. Do you have any other questions?
Um, Do you do readings, the medium readings for like who have passed on?
Yes.
Members? Oh, okay. I should have probably
Yes.
asked at the
Yes.
beginning.
Did you want to do that here, or did you want to do that in a private reading or something?
Probably maybe in a private reading. I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, we could do it here. I don't know if you have time. You have other people who want a reading, so.
Yeah, I do have a lot of people. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on to one of them so we can get everybody in. I end up being here for almost 2 hours.
My goodness. Okay.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Yvonne. And remember to hit that fortune cookie, the scroll of words that are going through, and click on my and you're one of them.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
All right, and Jill will take you off the stage. You'll still be in the show, but just off the stage. And then I think we have Michelle. It's next.
That is correct. Okay, so Yvonne, I'm getting ready to remove you from the stage, but again, you'll still be in the audience.
Okay.
And as I do that, sweetheart, Ron said he thought you were 52.
I left that one a long time ago.
And Geraldine says
Thank you, Ron.
that she would like a reading next Tuesday. She's not presentable tonight, but didn't you read her before? Do you need to see
Yes,
her?
yes. No, let's do it next Tuesday.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Geraldine will come to you first next Tuesday.
And Geraldine, I'm just gonna ask you a question, and because I've been wondering, because I still see that woman that I was telling you about with the whitish dress with the had a flower print on it. I wondered if you ever came along that picture. So you can just clap if you did, but I'm still seeing that. Okay, now we have Michelle is here. Yay!
Yay.
I'm excited. Well, hello, Michelle.
Hello.
Is this the first time you've been to this show?
Yes.
Now I'm going to get started with trying to connect to you. Now, Michelle, um, things been rough for you. Things been rough for you in life. And it's not because you're a bad person. And I say things have been rough for you in life. I kind of mean that. It's been most of your life. Uh, I'm getting 12 years old. Something like that. Like 12 years old, your life began to change. And and for some reason it's been like that for quite some time. And through no fault of your own, another person to crumble. You do not. You don't crumble. All right. You're really, really, really strong. And because you're so strong, you take care of other people. It's like you fight for everybody. When you see, especially in your family, when you see something wrong, something that shouldn't be happening, you are the one that steps up. You are the one that does what needs to be done and non apologetic. Okay. You're more like, yeah, I did it because it needed to be done. I did it because it needed to be done. What yeah, it's like you're the protector. Yeah. So yeah, you're the protector. So I'm definitely connected to you now. um, am I close? Am I? Something's going on here.
My main concern in my life right now is my relationship with my son.
Um, when I do these public readings, there's I try not to say too much for your privacy, and it's up to you how much you want to divulge. But in your and oh yeah, I forgot to say, Jill, I always have a safe word here, and it's just stop. If I start touching on something that you don't want everybody to hear, just say stop. And I will stop and switch gears or, whatever. So, with your son is in a lot of pain, and it causes him to behave in a certain way, not only towards you, but and this makes life difficult for him and the people he's connected to. When I tap into someone else through you, um, they didn't give me their permission to read them. So I try not to give too much information. I try to give you enough information for you and for what you'll understand. So the problem is the connection with your son. If you want to create a better connection with your son, you have to change how you interact with your son. Okay? You have to you know the term mother knows best, and you know for sure you know best. Okay? And you interact with him that way. But that just pushes him away from you because he's not able to handle that. Okay? So you have to change the way you interact with him. It's not that he's got to change the way he interacts with you, which he does. But in order to get this started, needs to stop if you want to mend this relationship. And the conversation needs to be, I can't say it needs to be more of a friendship conversation because that's really hard for you to talk to your son like he's a friend. Uh, so let me think here. Um, with him and you interacting with him is going to be more of a it's got to be a kind of general,
Mm-hmm.
like the way you would talk to a person in the grocery store. Okay, very very general, nothing too deep. Okay, and you have to do this as long as it takes. So you can not give the advice and all of that, but this can take some time. Because the parent doesn't see the child as a grown child. We still see them as when they were 5 and 6 years old, and the child still sees us as the big parent that's always right. And so they're all confused when they get older when nobody is able to make that switch from my child is not a child anymore. My child is an adult. My child can do what they want. And it's hard to watch our children do stuff that is going to hurt them. They will do things to themselves that can ruin their lives. But we can give a little advice, and if they choose not to take it, that's kind of on them. They have to learn. Sometimes they have to learn the hard way. But the dynamic between you and him, it doesn't make things better, because he loves you, but he wants to pull away from you. Oh yeah, I see you raise your eyebrow and he loves me. Yes, he does love. I don't care what he says. I don't care what he does. He does love you. I mean, you're a force. Come on. That's kind of how you have to move forward, and don't rush anything. Don't rush it. Just be general with him. And when you're general with him, these general types of conversations, um, I don't know how much you believe this, but you need to admit love. You need to send out love. So I'm not saying you have to tell him all the time, but when you're having these conversations, you you have to put out this love, like the love you had when he was born, the moment he was born. You have to send out that type of love to him while you're having these general conversations. And the reason you need to do that is because all of us, we can feel it. We may not vocalize it, but we can feel love coming from people. So even though you're having these general conversations with him, keep sending that love to him. Just just put it out and feel it in your heart while you have these conversations. And I'm not talking about feeling sorry for him. Hope that helped some. I hope as you move forward with your son, things start getting a little bit better and the conversations become a little bit easier, and he just won't be mad at you all the time. It'll
It
help.
helps to live 300 miles apart.
Yes, actually, distance can help. Distance can help, but really stick to these general conversations. You know, if he's working, how's your job going? Blah blah blah. If there's there's something going on in his life, like if he's moving, all these general types of conversation, but nothing where you're telling him what to do. Just general, and you say, "Oh, that's great. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that." Those types of conversations, just positive stuff from you. Um, Things that he can't possibly see as negative. Okay, because the littlest thing
Mm.
he will see as negative. So that's why you have to have these general conversations. But keep sending that love to him.
Okay.
All right, this was nice. Well, go forth and get a new connection with your son.
All right, I will try.
All right, thank you.
With Warba.
Let's have some wine. I don't think I should drink any wine on this show, but she's probably has a glass of wine right this very moment. Yes. Yeah. Now, I could be wrong, but I think she has a glass of wine right now. Cool, but I'm not going to have any. I'm not with you. Okay. Woo wee. That's a lot of people.
That
And
is.
thank
That's why I
you.
just kept going.
Thank you, everyone, for coming and showing up. For those, and I have to say this real quick, because you weren't here in the earlier part of the show. But I may not be doing this show anymore from Fireside because they're not allowing me to schedule any more new shows. So I will be doing a show every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern until the 24th of this month. So please click on the fortune cookie. That's the scroll of words going across. There you can find all my information, but there's also a my electronic business card there, and if you load that into your phone, then I will have your email address, and I will keep you posted on which platform we all are going to. So sorry I took up some of your time, Mary. How are you?
I'm great. Well,
Relatively, yes.
you got that right.
Yes, but that is your face. Okay. Your face believe that that's what you should do. Okay. That's that's the way you were raised. Okay. You were raised, and I'm not saying anything is wrong with this, but you were raised to be a good girl. A good girl. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But see, we're all individuals. And you can be in a family unit and you can have siblings, and a parent can say that to each one of the siblings. And some of the siblings it will not affect, but it affected you. Okay. So you are going through life that way. And you still feel like that's what you need to do because that's what you were taught. And when I say a good girl, it encompasses a lot of stuff. Okay, it's not yeah, a whole lot of stuff. It's much bigger than what I'm saying. Okay? Someone else thinks you should be. Okay. Um And that can be hard in life. Very difficult. Very, very difficult to live up to someone else's image that they want you to be. That's difficult. Okay? And that's what gives you well, I'm going to say stress, but there is stress there, but uh it makes you feel like you are I'm trying to choose the words. It makes you feel it makes you feel. Now this is not true. I'm going to say this, but it's not true. But this is your perception. It makes you feel like you are not enough. That you are not living up to this image that someone else created for you. And you can't shake it. You cannot shake it. And it's this is your mind now. You're like, I don't want to do that. People see me as this. But you don't want to do that. So in your case, and I haven't even asked you what your biggest concern is because you just keep coming through. So um so yeah, actually let me just stop there. Um and I will ask you, uh what is your major concern here this evening? What is it you would like to ask me or talk about?
Well, I wanted to ask about my father. I lost him Christmas Day, 2018. And,
Okay.
well, it's funny that you mentioned, I always, in every situation, I always project what would my father do in this situation because I held him in such high esteem. And I'm in a transition now, and I just want to focus, somehow on what advice or what do you sense, he's saying to me to do, career transition. Um, I'm looking at so many options. I feel lost because, for 17 years, I was a school teacher. And now,
Your father is so proud. He's so proud of what you've done in your life. But I'm going to tell you something, and you're going to say, he would never say this. Okay. I already know this. He would never say that. But this is what he's sending. Um, because, when they move over to the other side, they're not exactly the same as they were here. Do you understand that?
mm,
Okay. So he's saying he's so proud of you. He loves you so much, but he wants you to stop wondering about what he wants you to do. Okay? He said he's saying, and this is again what I'm feeling and I'm translating. When he was here, he was so proud of you. And he was hard on you. Okay. Um, and these things to direct us into the direction we should go. Okay. So when I say that, he's not directing you in what he wants you to do. He's helping guide you in what you want to do. And I know you don't see him that way, but that's how he is now. Okay. The person he is now just wants you to be you. So it doesn't matter whether you're teaching or not. It doesn't matter whether you're a professor or not. These things don't matter. What matters is your joy and that you're doing what you are happy with. So the reason you are thinking about going in a different direction, and many of us do that. We want to go in a different direction. But the different direction's been calling you for a long time, a lot longer than just recently. It's been calling you for a long time. So it's been sending you messages. Um, he doesn't, I don't sense him doing things in your home and stuff like that that are signs, but maybe in dreams. In dreams. So pay attention to your dreams. Uh, your dreams right now are really important. That's what I'm getting from him. Pay attention to your dreams. They're really important right now. So it doesn't necessarily mean that he is in your dream, that you see him in your dream, but he may be guiding you to have certain types of dreams that will have answers in the dream for you. Okay. So pay attention to your dreams. If you have them, write them down when you wake up. That's going to help a lot. Yeah. But you are moving in the right direction. And again, it can be scary, but you're doing the right thing. Most of the time, when people decide I need to move in a different direction, most of the time people are right. You are right. But I'm sensing from you career, I'm doing good work here. All of that, all of those thoughts, I'm going to ruin my stability. Those kind of thoughts. You have to overcome those. Yeah, you really have to overcome those in order to move to this next step. So you need to go into this next step smiling and joyful that I'm doing the right thing. This is strictly what I want to do. And be happy about your decision. Be confident in that decision. And all will go well. And I'm not saying it's going to be easy, okay? But all will go well. In the end, everything will work out. And you will be happy. And the things I was talking about with you in the beginning, the questions always questioning yourself. That will go away. Poof. And you won't have that hanging over you anymore. So you need to start doing what's good for you, and you will be happier than you've ever been, ever. Yeah, that's so you got it. You can do it. Um, uh, yeah, no. You are fantastic, and you will accomplish exactly what it is you want to do. And your father is very proud of you. And I have to keep stressing, it doesn't seem like he would be saying this, but he is. Okay? He is. And his heart is with you in all your new endeavors. Yeah. Any other question real quick? I think that's
No, that's it. Thank you so much.
Oh, I'm glad it helped. I hope it helped. Yeah. But please come back and please remember to click on that fortune cookie to get rest of the information so I can get your email and when and if I leave this platform, you will know. So thank you so much, Mary, for coming
Thank
here.
you.
All right. We'll see you next time, Jill. We'll take you off the stage.
Thank you, Mary, for coming. I'm going to remove you from the stage, but you'll still be in the audience, okay?
All right.
And
That
sweetheart,
was
we
nice.
have 2 questions about tonight's topic and
Okay.
3
Okay. Now this is an easy exercise, and you can do it every single day. And again, like I say, I try to keep things very simple. So when I tell you things, these are to get you started. So, being an empath, the way to strengthen everything, and it's just like anything else, you have to practice. So, and it can be fun. Um, so when you go out in public, when you go and you're around people, physically, I mean, try to read them. Okay? Try to read them and check out their mannerisms, check out what they do, check out how they interact with other people, check out how they interact with you. For instance, you can be at a function, you could be somewhere where people intermingle and just have conversations. You can pick someone out of the crowd and try to figure out who they are on the inside. Try to figure that out and really try to tap into them. And if you are empathic, you will start to feel them. And then you can go and start a conversation with senses when I do readings, as many as I can. So, like, that's why I like uh, to have someone I'm going to read on video. I can use more of my senses to read them, but I can read people by just their voice. The other way I can read people is in social media, and it's why I don't like social media. For some reason, I have a really hard time um, keeping people's emotions away through social media. And I'm still working on it, but that's why I don't do much social media. And I hope that helped. So that's one question down.
Well, as a matter of fact, Megan, who asked the question, says, I have gotten a lot of confirmation over the years and have recognized emotions that are not mine.
Good, good. So when you recognize the emotions that are not yours, especially when they're bad ones, earlier in the show, I said, "Oh, you feel so good." I hope that doesn't sound strange, but but you feel good. and some people don't feel so good. Um, so when you get around the people that don't feel so good, you have to protect yourself or physically back away from them and not be close. So great. I hope that helped. What else we had, Jill? If you are around a person enough, this is my opinion, okay, you can develop that illness. But that's if you're around them like all the time. Um, Negative energy is negative energy. And it can present itself in many different ways. So when the experts say stress is a killer, they're right. Okay. Stress can kill you, but stress is negative energy. Okay. And negative energy constantly on your body can cause things to happen. This is why often people that have been through some severe trauma in their lives sometimes come down with physical ailments because that trauma can cause a lot of things to happen in your body. So that's the short answer. So I hope that one helped. Did it? Something else, Jill?
Well, uh, well, let me say Trish's comment first, and then I'll go back to Megan. Trish says, "I believe that totally. Being
Comment, Jill, but it makes it just more difficult because we want to save everybody, and that can weigh on us when a patient dies. That can weigh on us when we see, especially a child with cancer or some uncurable disease. It really can weigh on us, and so we have to learn how to protect ourselves and release that energy, self care. And again, there's a lot of ways to do that. Another long conversation. Okay.
Maybe that should be one of your future episodes that you have left.
Perhaps.
Because Trish says she's too open. So yes, she
yeah,
understands that.
That is the problem with a lot of us. But it takes a while to learn how to protect ourselves. And some people say it's a one size fits all, just do this, this, and this. But no, we're all individuals. So what might work for someone else won't work for the next person. Yeah.
All right. Well, I will end by reading Megan's comment that
Hey,
I'm sure your
Megan.
answer will answer the question for several people who may have not heard you say it.
Okay.
Her last comment is, "I would love a chance to connect with you, as you have confirmed a lot of what I have felt over the years."
Great. Good. I'm glad we can connect on that way. So, yes, I do have stuff to say on that. If you weren't here earlier, it seems that my days are numbered here on Fireside. That way I will be able to get your email address and I can keep you posted. But all the information you will need will be there. I will continue to do this show even if I'm not on Fireside, and I will continue to do free readings every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. Because this is what I'm supposed to do. So I will continue to do it, and I continue to do free readings, but you can also book a private reading whenever you wish. Just click on the fortune cookie and all the information is there. And it'll also take you to the website, and the information will be there on some of the other stuff I do. And the website is knowtobestill.com. KNOW number 2 letter B still.com, and that'll take you right to my website, and you can book something from there, a private reading. I enjoy doing these public readings, and I enjoy it because psychics can be expensive, and I'm not that expensive, like crazy amount of money. But I need to do free readings. But the um, the personal readings, the private readings, are also very good to get because I will share more with you than I will publicly. Will share more with you than I will public. 470-377-1731. You can call that number. The best way to is to text that number, because for some reason when you call that number, it rings like 6 times, especially if I don't see it immediately. But if you text that number, if you don't hear from me, text me that number and you can send me your phone number and I'll call you.
Say the number again.
That number is 470-377-1731. 470-377-1731. And remember, that's a Google number. Yes. All right. Well, thank you, and thank you, Geraldine, for coming back. But I still have that image in my head about the woman I was telling you about. Okay, Jill, what we got?
Time to go.
Time. My producer says it's time to go. So when she says that, I listen. I listen. It's been a long day, actually. I've been up since 3 o'clock this morning, so I'm a little tired myself. Okay, well, I thank everyone for coming to the show tonight. I'm not sure, but I Emilio Monroon. Yes, I love them all, and I got all of that stuff from Melanie Loops. Yes. So I am allowed to play that music. Let's see what else. Remember, check me out next week. Same time, same place. That's 9 o'clock Eastern, right here on Fireside. And as long as you hit the fortune cookie and download my card, you'll be on the email list, and I will keep you informed and posted on what's happening. But I love doing this work. I'm going to keep doing this work. I will still be here one way or another, whether it's on Fireside or another platform. So thank you everyone for coming tonight. I really do love your support because you don't have to be here tonight. So thank you so much. And I do love you all. And when I say because I can't talk while I'm in the show, which I still am. All right. Again, I love you all. I'm going to turn off the video. That video is off, and then I'm going to try to end this show. So again,